Hello, everyone. Santier here, and I'm also known as Ben. I'm once again joined by my sister.
Hello.
And ye who hold the sacred sword, ye have returned to the appointed spot. We saved an owl statue, so this is the start of a new recording session. Owl statues are really useful because you can use them to basically bookmark. Things are a little bit different between the 3DS version and this version.
Where it actually properly saves, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, I need to go get money.
Yeah, so we can buy the bomb bag. I don't know how much it costs. The normal bomb bag we saw was 50 rupees, I believe. So I don't know if the big bomb bag will be the same or if it'll be more. But
Well, I was planning on going and blowing up a wall.
Ah, yes, we can use our blast mask that we just got.
We can. Let's, in fact, go ahead and put it on.
They're all scattered around, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
He's not very good security because he just stays open.
Yeah.
Anyone could just wander in. Maybe he dashes back in front of the open passageway if he sees someone who's not approved.
That must be it. There's a spider here.
Yes, go hug the wall. It's convenient that the music lets you know a bad guy is going to be approaching soon.
Yeah, it is.
If you use your shield, yep, see, you don't get injured. So if you don't use, I think, is it 1 heart? Or is it just like a quarter or a half heart?
I don't remember offhand.
Also, it's invisible right now. Okay, there it is again. It was invisible when you were holding the other thing.
It does have a bit of a cooldown. We can actually see
Yeah.
for science. It's a half heart.
Half a heart, okay.
So, you know, if you have your shield out,
It's nothing
it
at all.
explodes on that, yeah.
And the screen's getting small again.
Those infamous words. Dawn of the X day.
It was East Clocktown, actually.
He's fucked in those words.
Very infamous. There we are.
That.
Yeah, that sound is really
It.
evocative good.
You know what?
Mhm.
I think it's the same sound that they play when the big clock tower in the middle drops down.
Oh! I can see that. You might be right. Oh, interesting.
It's neat to kind of connect those
Yeah.
sounds together.
Like when it turns sideways and kind of rocks down,
yeah.
you know, in place doing that. Oh, interesting. I believe you are right. All right, let's get bombs. Welcome. We just got a larger bomb bag in stock. Wahahaha.
Big bomb bag. Good
90.
thing I grabbed those.
Very good, you grabbed
yeah.
that. So, how much does the normal one carry? 15?
20 usually.
20? Okay. Thank you very much. There'll be a fireworks show on the night before the carnival. You should go and see it. Come again.
What I find really interesting is that bomb chews are also just available at the start.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it... Oh, no, it does put the bomb bag right down here. Yep. And so this is probably the quiver?
See, that's what I told you. It'd be the quiver. Because you can
Yeah.
get different versions of them, so. Yeah, this is definitely... Because in Ocarina of Time, you could switch between which shield and which sword and which tunic and which boots and stuff, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
On the clothing screen. And on this, when you change your sword or you change your shield, it's just you have the other one. You can't go back.
Yeah, now we need to wait for her to come out here, right?
And yeah, well, she comes out at like 1:45 or something. So we're talking about Anju.
Yeah.
We talked to Anju as a Deku scrub, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sad, but you must like rain, so maybe you're not sad like I am." But I think she says something different when you're a human or a Hylian or whatever. But actually, we can wear Cafe's mask and talk to her mother and her grandmother and see what they say about it. But what was I saying right before we interrupted with that?
I don't remember.
I don't either. We have a recording. We could go back and listen to what I was saying. Because I was in the middle of talking about something. Oh yeah, the clothing. That's what it was.
Yeah, the equipment.
I'm imagining. Oh, that's right. I had to wait 15 minutes or something. But what I was saying is that I think probably part of the difference is that in that game, there were different like benefits and like qualities. Like for example, the mirror shield you can't do certain things with, right?
Yeah, Mirror Shield won't reflect projectiles.
Yeah, mirror shield won't reflect projectiles in that game. Whereas in this one, it's just like a straight up upgrade. It's not, it's not like you have trade-offs and benefits.
Yeah.
Ah! Don't speak to me wearing such an unpleasant mask. I'm sorry, our rooms are filled. Grandma's downstairs.
I know, but I want to go check out some of these other rooms. We haven't done that
You
yet.
can't. We actually could go in there and get 100 rupees, but only after night of the...
Yeah.
And sneaking into other people's rooms, you're the worst. You have to get the key to do that.
Yeah.
We can do that with the Cafe Andrew storyline. And we can overhear a conversation. Doo-doo-doo! Don't talk to her right now. Although the dance for the carnival is ready, the troop leader won't come to view it. Though the song is ready, the troop leader won't come to hear it. Because he knows that they're canceled. He hasn't told them yet. We're pretty prepared, but our troop leader seems to be acting strange for some reason. Well, we haven't even seen the stage yet. Looks like we're going to be straight to the big show without any rehearsal.
Did they both say the same thing?
I don't know. It looks like they do, yeah. So I wonder if you hadn't done the song with Chimera's dance for them, would they be currently still wandering around thinking, because normally they're like walking the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
And you will be leaving right away. Mumble, mumble. He talks in his sleep, apparently. I guess he was out all night drinking in the milk bar, and that's why he's sleeping it off now, huh?
I like how much... So,
That's the last of it.
yeah. This game doesn't have, like...
You can hear him snoring, I feel like.
In total, that many characters, but it does a really good job of making it feel like there's a lot going on with the characters that are there because of the schedules that they're on. Because a lot of games, like, that's two different NPCs, right? Like, you have the person standing in the place being like, what's going on? And then you have a person like, but like, it's one NPC going around, so it just feels more in depth. And it fills out the place. In a really potent way.
Oh, Dotor! If they pick on you, you can come tell teacher, okay? That's hilarious. So apparently Cafe looks a lot like his father when his father was a kid, and she was like their school teacher.
Point of question, is Dotor his first name or his last name?
I don't know. I mean, does anyone have last names in this game?
The reason why I ask is because I don't feel like it's uncommon to refer to, like, a mayor based upon their last name.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they call him Mr. Dotor or Mayor Dotor or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But they also say Madame Aroma, which is presumably her first name.
That's true.
But, I mean, clearly the idea is that we're supposed to think that she's thinking it's his father.
Yeah.
So that's really funny. So now we know that she was a teacher, apparently, back in the day.
There's no point in doing Honey and Darlings until we're going for all three.
Are you planning to do that?
I don't know.
Because that's just like a...
That might be something to work in when we do Andre Cafe.
If you want to, because I think it's just for a piece of card or something. Ooh,
Yeah.
we can follow the postman around. Like, just randomly see the postman. Oh, actually, can you go into the milk bar? Because the milk bar, I think you can enter when it's closed. I mean, all you can do is, like, see Mr. Barton. Which, this is kind of a fun thing, that you can't enter when it's open, because it's just for members only.
Yeah.
But you can't enter during the day when it's closed. The bar opens at night, sir. And it's members only. We refuse people who don't have proof of membership. Well, now I'm getting things ready, so as long as you don't get in the way of my cleaning, you can stay. Something I think is interesting, too, is...
Oh, his pants.
His pants are cows. Yes, it's terrible. He's also very hairy. Obviously, we're saying here that this is Talon from Ocarina of Time, which connects then because it's Milk Bar is connected to the ranch. So that kind of, links to that to kind of make sense for that. But I think it's interesting how when they're using all of these, people or whatever, I don't want to say sprites because it's 2D, isn't
Models.
it? Models, thank you. Models from Ocarina of Time that, like, they're using 3 different versions of Ingo. They're using both adult Malin and Child Malin. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're really using a lot of these models as fully as they can. And also, they are having a lot of new ones. Like, obviously, Cafe is new. And Andrew's mother, I'm pretty sure, is new. I don't remember her around.
The grandmother? Isn't she the push shop hag?
Yes, the grandmother. I said the mother.
Oh, yeah.
The grandmother is the potion shop hag, I guess they call her. But I think like the Rosa sisters, I think, are new.
I think the Rosa sisters are new, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously like Camaro, you know. So they actually, I feel like they do a really good job of having, and obviously like Termina is new. So I think they did a good job of like using the already existing resources in order to like expedite making a new world and a new, you know, gameplay experience, you know, of the dungeons and the new mechanic of like Link can be a Zora and a Goron and a Deku Scribe. You know, all that stuff they brought new. They were able to get all of that done and do that because they already had the game engine created, as it were.
Yeah.
So you can see you're walking.
They had a lot already in place. It's interesting. I really like the idea of making games where there's less of a like defined story, but rather like there's a bunch of systems that make the world more active, where NPCs will have their own schedules and stuff.
All right, let's talk to her. Excuse me, have you seen a man in this area? He looks like this.
She's got the mask up.
Yep, and it's funny because he is in this area.
Yeah.
She doesn't realize that. He disappeared about 1 month ago with his wedding ceremony mask. I'm actually afraid to meet him and to hear the reason why he wanted to disappear. It might be because of me. There are only 2 days until the carnival. Should I wait? Cafe. It's been a month. Like, do you think that this was one of the first things the Skull Kid did? Because they've been talking about how he's been doing, you know, all these. Those with business, please ring bell. No solicitors. Curiosity shop. Because they've been talking about how, you know, for a while, all of these things have been going on. Of, like, bad things happened.
Yeah.
And blaming, oh, it must be that Skull Kid doing, you know. Ever since the Skull Kid was here, this thing, you know, has been a problem. And I feel like, is a month the longest? Or has it been kind of a while for everyone?
I'm not sure. I think that was the last thing we wanted to do in that area for now.
Yeah, I think the only other thing we wanted to make sure is we did want to get the bunny hood, but that's day 3.
Yeah. There's a chest out on the stump that you need a hookshot for in theory. I'm not going to be able to do this, but there's a technique called seam walking where you can walk up the seams in the like tree stump because of the way the physics work that allow you to be able to just walk up there and grab it. Again, I'm not gonna do that. But, I guess maybe you could use a magic bean to get there too.
Oh, I bet you're supposed to use a magic bean.
Either works.
I say supposed to with quotes. That is actually one thing. That's a disturbing eye, I'll say. That would be creepy. We've talked about this. Thank you.
Oh, interesting.
Don't know how you know that I'm going for that, but thanks. Something we've talked about in terms of the supposed to, like the way you're supposed to do it is with the using the magic bean.
There's a grotto around here somewhere, isn't there?
That's something that we really, I think so. Look for butterflies. Something that we really liked with, I guess with Breath of the Wild is that it felt like they weren't saying there's a way you're supposed to do this. Like you're supposed to use the, what's it called? I don't remember what all the things were called. You're not supposed to use the magnet one, or you're supposed to use the ice one. It's like you could do it multiple ways, whichever one like works. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, it feels like whatever way you can solve it is what works.
Yeah,
and there's definitely some stuff where it's like, oh, that is definitely not developer intended, but
and also like in this game, they made some changes and I don't know if we'll talk about this when we're more in the dungeons, but in the 3DS remake, they made some changes to, the boss battles, so that there's like one intended way where you have to do it this way to beat the boss. Whereas in this version of it, there are multiple ways you can do it. There's not like one set way that you have to do it to beat some of the bosses.
There's a lot of things I like about the 3DS version, but I definitely think there's a lot of ways in which it is distinctly inferior.
Yeah, it's frustrating because it's like a lot of the visuals, from what I've seen, I haven't actually played it myself, obviously, but a lot of the visuals are superior. You know, like they have more detail. They've got some things they added that are kind of neat. But they made other changes I really don't like.
Yeah.
So it's not like a straight up improvement.
It's a lateral change in a lot of regards.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this. Tail and I drew this with the Skull Kid when we first met him. He told us that he had been fighting with his friends and that they had left him all alone. I hear a cow.
Yep.
Aw, they're all cuddling.
Yeah.
And some of the moral complexity we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
That he's not like a straight up villain. Just like the Curiosity Shop isn't a straight up bad person. I love the music. That's great.
Yeah.
And they bring this music back at the very end, because it's a reference to, you know, you meet him in Ocarina of Time with this music. And even if you didn't play Ocarina of Time, though, having it here means that there feels like there's some significance, at least, to that playing at the end. I'm sure it was because he was always playing tricks, so nobody wanted to play with him. But to do what he did just because of that. Finding that balance between this is a standalone and this is a sequel.
I wonder where this is.
The Lost Woods, I think, kind of where we found him.
Yeah.
And once he got his power, music change. But yeah, finding that balance between this is a sequel and therefore to understand it you need to have experienced the first iteration, and this can stand on its own. We could buy a map. Like that's a definitely a tricky balance to find.
Absolutely.
36 hours remain. Oh, that was so funny. The wolf howled and then the wolf folks howled.
Yep.
Ah, that's so funny. Ah! Haha. We smote you.
I'm turned around. That's what I'm looking for.
There you are. Oh wow, he got really far away from us. Okay. Aiming is hard with this thing, isn't it? The bubble thing.
Well, it's also he's Bobby.
He goes up and down, yeah.
And the bubbles are a slow projectile.
Yeah, so it misses when he bobbles. Oh, surely! Wow. Too many wolves around here. No wonder Tingle's flying. You know, if you leave Tingle there too long, he's gonna fly up again. What's this? Green clothes? White fairy? Sir, could you by chance be a forest fairy? Oh my! My name is Tingle. I think I'm the same as you, sir, a forest fairy. Alas, though I'm already age 35, no fairy has come to me yet. My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why? I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. Now, while I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father. Lucky, lucky! You're so lucky to have a fairy. I know. We should be friends. Yes. In exchange, I will sell you a map for cheap as a sign of my friendship. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps?
They're cheaper in the area that
Yippee! Yes, exactly. They're like 40 if it's a different place. And I noticed it was 5 only in Clocktown, maybe because you couldn't get a lot of money very easily there.
They probably did that for that reason, yeah.
Well, call again. Tingle, tingle, hulo limpa. These are the magic words that Tingle created himself. Don't steal them. And now we can see where we are. And that we're being chased by a Wolfos. Oh, we got far enough away from him.
Or it decides to just go away.
And Tingle is dancing happily in a circle. I believe there's a piece of heart in that tree.
Yes.
If you don't get killed by all the geese first. Well, that went well. It's a bad bat, not a geese. If you don't do something before it swoops down on you, well, just don't come running to me. Like, I feel like even in her hints, Tattle has more personality, where Navi's more like, I'm an encyclopedia telling you what this thing is. And she's more like, you know, giving her own thoughts.
She's
like,
been around a while. She knows what things are.
Well, also, like, don't come running to me, you know?
Yeah.
For help. Woohoo! Piece of heart. That'll heal us, which is nice. Because the bad bats, apparently. What, are keys, like, just different? Or are they replacing keys? I'm confused.
We can check later. What did she say? Oh, well.
About the
Wolfos.
Wolfos?
But I don't need to aggro that Wolfos.
He's already mad at you. Yeah. This is how you get to the arrow shooting gallery.
Ah, yes. They added, I think, a
You don't have arrows yet.
fishing thing in the 3DS remake over here as well.
Okay. Why? Everyone loved fishing so much in Ocarina they had to add it to this?
Yeah.
What, you're serious? They did love it?
I mean, I guess.
I thought that was one of your least favorite parts of Ocarina of Time.
I don't like Ocarina of Time. I don't. Some people really like fishing in games. I am not one of those people. So, you know, I appreciate that people do like it, but...
Also, everything is green right now for us with the saturation. It's like there's a green filter on the screen. It's amazing. So, you don't know about Wolfos? Lure it in and watch its movements. It doesn't like its tail to be touched. Yeah, but she's like, how do you not know what a Wolfos is already? You know, she's got some personality in there.
Yeah.
I think that really helps her. We talked about, obviously, Navi and also, like, you know, Fee and some of these kinds of Midna. I feel like Tattle and Midna are the more successful ones because they have more personality and more, like, character arc as well that they're undergoing. So, you could get a pictograph. Oh, yeah, get the owl statue. Good call. It's interesting they introduced the owl statues. They introduced the owl statues in theory, because you might not realize it here or in Clocktown until later, but they introduced them before they introduce the owl that you use them to teleport with and explain them as well. So you might encounter them before they're actually explained, which is kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Gonna head towards Milk Road?
Yeah, it's my plan.
All right.
Oh, what's this?
A hole.
There's a hole in the road.
I was thinking there's a hole in the bucket, but that's where you're going to, I think, isn't it? That song is horrible because I don't know if anyone knows. It's it's a folk song called "There's a Hole in the Bucket." Dear Liza, dear Liza, and it has a bunch of verses and it's circular. So the final verse leads you back to "There's a hole in the bucket." So you just could go on forever and ever and ever doing this song about a very stupid man and his very patient wife.
Impressively patient, quite frankly.
Yes. And there you can see the...
There's another sign over here.
Okay, why do you think... This way to visit Ramani Ranch. Please visit the home of Chateau Ramani. Now, doesn't chateau mean house?
Or mansion or something.
Yeah, so why is the milk called Chateau Romani?
Because a lot of wines are named a chateau.
Oh, that makes sense. Careful of that bird. It will steal your sword. And then you have to buy it back at the...
Or reset time.
Or reset time. Or you can buy it back at the curiosity shop. But the light coming from the clock tower is something that I associate with lighthouses. Which I associate with, water. So it's kind of strange to me that they've got... There's an owl statue here, too. That they've got one coming from, this landlocked town.
Yeah.
Like, why do they have this searchlight thing? Well, this is fun. Does it... If you keep the bubble too long, does it pop?
I think it might.
Also, in case anyone doesn't know, there are always fairies in the grass that is near the owl statues. So if you need
boulder over there.
If you need a red fairy, a healing fairy, you can always find one by an owl statue.
Does this update its progress?
I don't think so. I think it always looks like that. Milk Village, Romani Ranch. Someone was up to some no good mischief, and blocked the road to Romani Ranch. Sorry, wait another day. Well, let's continue this quest to get Tingle maps.
Yeah, it does.
It does pop. I thought it did.
Oh, and then it gives you a little bit of a delay before you can start blowing another one.
Interesting.
It takes a bit to get there, but...
Tingle, I just realized, is like a cartoon character in that he doesn't fall until he realizes he's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Oh, sir! Hello, Mr. Fairy! Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? One positive about doing both of these in a row is that he already knows who you are and doesn't give you his whole spiel about, oh, I'm a 35-year-old guy who thinks that I'm a reincarnation of a fairy. Well, call again. Tingle, tingle, kulu, limpa. And he doesn't tell you to not steal his words again. Like, that's a benefit. We'll have to get the Keaton mask and do the...
Yeah. You're going to look up the answers for me.
I might know some of them. But I think you can also play the Song of...
And there he goes.
Yep. I think you can also play the Song of Storms to a gossip stone and it might give you a fairy, but I'm not sure.
That sort of thing has often worked, yeah.
Yeah. Also, you can break a sign and heal it with the Song of Healing.
Yep.
Yep, there you go. There's a fairy.
These sorts of signs do not break.
Ah, interesting. Gorman Track, home of the horseback riding experts. Beginners welcome. Please drop in at your leisure. Hey, we're at our leisure. Unless you want to move time ahead to day. Look at the billboards.
Yeah.
Like, oh, seriously, billboards. Everything is green. It's like we're in, I don't want to say Wizard of Oz. Emerald City. Everything's green. Except for the red meat. Also, apparently, anytime was a lie because at night they are not there. So they meant anytime during the day, apparently.
Should I just double time it?
I think just double time it at this point.
Let's see.
There you go. I like how it gets faster and faster. All right, let's take a look at Romani Ranch.
Yeah. It's nice that they gave you these time manipulation tools.
Yes, very much so. It would be very tedious otherwise. All right, he looks like he's like breathing heavily, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks exhausted.
I open the way.
2 days of banging away at that rock.
We don't know. You could have started day -1.
That's true. I might slow time here, actually.
What are you planning on doing beyond getting the bunny hood?
I mean, I just want to make sure we have enough time to talk to NPCs and stuff.
That's fair. Yeah. All right. It's very gloomy looking. Like, it's not a nice sunny day. Like, it doesn't look like it's morning. It looks like it's still nighttime or, something. Because it's not nice weather right now.
Yeah.
And notice the barn does not have a roof.
Yeah, it's got some nice beams, though.
Yes, but no roof. And that's because the roof was blown away, which we'll discover this later. I love the moon just hanging in the background. Look! Yeah. Isn't that your horse? That you helped steal from us? Can't do much about it right now, though.
Yeah.
So let's check out. Here we have a nice little girl. What does she have to say for herself? Oh. Huh? You. Who? Who are you again? Romani, the ranch girl, is added to your notebook. Look at that expression on her face.
She looks out of it.
And she's like, I got a horrible headache. Yeah. That is related to the missing roof, believe it or not. Probably everyone already knows. We're not acting like this is anything spoiler yet. Alright, it's a cow farm with no cows. Oh, I'm sorry. Right now, I'm thinking a little... My little sister, she... What shall we do? Our precious cows. If I thought it would come to this, then... What Rani said, I should have... Crimea, the ranch owner, was added to your notebook. So they're having a splendid time here. She also looks very happy. Aww, poor Crimea.
Let's see if we can see her face a little bit more clearly.
You can see her Bowser pendant.
Yep.
Yeah, so everyone is very sad.
Yeah, that is a Bowser pendant.
Well, because we had Luigi and Mario in the Talon and Ingo in Ocarina of Time. I wonder what those are with blue and purple. Are those the lids or the things inside of them?
I think those are lids.
Okay, that's more normal then.
Haha.
So they still have a chicken, but they do not have any cows, and they have a dog, and they have a horse.
They're not exactly known for their prize-winning eggs.
Exactly. They also have lots and lots of dogs, in case you're wondering. And they have straw inside their house. That's interesting. I guess this opening part is almost burn-like, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of a combo.
Yeah.
I kind of dig these sort of like weird multi-purpose spaces, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool.
I don't know. I feel like this might be a byproduct of...
Oh, look, her bed is shorter and smaller. That's cute.
Oh, yeah.
Byproduct of?
Living in America, but where like zoning restrictions keep things really segregated, especially like we live in have always kind of lived in the suburbs, where it's like, well, this is where the houses are and here's where the commercial areas are.
Near show the two meet.
Yeah, near show the two meet. And so, like, seeing stuff that's kind of, like, blending work and home is always kind of interesting to me.
Yeah. Like, the first floor is shops and upper floors are apartments, kind of city thing.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Something about that just kind of... Like, that sort of, like, blending of purpose and space and stuff is always kind of interesting to me.
Yeah, I completely get you there. Has some efficiency. Here's another miserable, sad person, huh?
Yeah.
Is Mamamuyan the only happy person here on the ranch? I heard it from my gramps. Says the moon's gonna fall. With something that big, it's sure to take this ranch down with it. Oh well. He has creepy eyes. He has no pupils. My only regret is that I won't get to see these guys in their prime as roosters. The cuckoo-loving Grog was added to your notebook. He's got... Now, I believe they added to this game, he's got a mohawk. I don't think he had a mohawk in Ocarina of Time.
There's all sorts of, like, things you can do with the holes in these fences to, like, get random rupees and stuff out of them or something.
Huh, that's weird.
I only know this because there's a randomizer mode that lets you, like, randomize basically every single drop, like, possible drop, including things like those rupees.
Huh.
There's, like, over 1,000 checks.
Wow.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, I see one over there. Oh, two of them over there.
These things are so cute.
They are. These little cute. I don't know why he wants them to be cuckoos. They're so much cuter like this, right? But I suppose it's preferable to want them to grow up and be mature rather than to try to keep them as babies. You know, that's probably preferable.
Yep. They'd make a good plush.
Or healthier or something. Well, you love little ducky things, so that makes sense. Like little chicks.
You can see my channel, like, watermark.
Is the duck thing, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So this is right up your alley.
Yep.
There's 10 of them. Is this the last one? I can't count. Yep,
Yep.
it was. Haha. Does this shorten their lifespan, or are they just an adult for longer?
I mean, I don't know.
Also,
But I'm pretty sure the moon shortens their lifespan.
our goal is that the moon is not going to fall, and therefore he wouldn't need to worry about not seeing them. See his mohawk, though?
Yeah.
I don't really get it, but just seeing these guys with a crest and all, I don't have regrets about anything anymore. I'm perfectly satisfied. Here, you can have this from me. He needs to eat more. He looks like he's so gaunt. All right, Bunnyhood. So, what? Oh, this says, will the power of the wild spring forth? Ben, this is from Breath of the Wild.
Clearly.
Clearly. My, what long ears it has. I feel like that's something that the wolf says in Little Red Riding Hood. My, what long ears you have. The better to hear you with, my dear.
Yeah.
So, the bunny hood exudes kindness towards animals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, these guys are all roosters. Do you dislike hens or something? What's up with that? No, I'm joking. He just means they're adults. All right, we fulfilled the wishes of youth. What? I mean, I'm not sure. Wishes of youth?
And no more use do we have for the Bremen mask.
Yep. No, actually, we're gonna have one more use for it. We'll talk about that when we get there. It's not actually a use. It's just like a funny little thing. But this is one of the more useful masks in the game, though. So Bunny Hood, woohoo! We like you, Bunny Hood.
Bunny Hood makes you run faster.
Which is very good. And then jump further too, because you ran faster.
Yeah.
So Bunny Hood is the mask we probably use the most, if I had to guess.
Probably.
I like Bunny Hood.
Technically, Goron rolling is faster.
Yeah, but you can use magic and you have less control and all that. So Bunny Hood is good.
Bunny Hood is not as useful for like speedrunners as you'd think, but it's very nice casually, which is what we're doing.
Yep, we're not speedrunning, that's for sure.
This ranch is a big open area.
Yes. Well,
for grazing cows in.
Exactly. I think they have 3 cows, which is really not that many.
No, it's not. But you know, video game size stuff and all that.
All right. Do you still want to keep it slow time?
No, I don't think so.
You want to do double time even, actually? And check out what they're doing in the evening?
I need to push the right buttons. I wanted to go deposit these rupees in the bank.
Ah, makes sense. But I think the last thing we'd kind of talked about doing in this time cycle, though, was to see what's going on at the ranch in the evening, because some visitors come. I think that was the last thing we'd kind of talked about doing, though.
I think so. That'll probably be what we end the episode on.
That makes sense.
I could have left time normal through all that, but I wasn't sure, and you know, I wanted to play a little bit safe. So.
And then I'm guessing the next episode we're actually going to start Woodfall, right?
Yeah, we're gonna head into that area. We're gonna actually go into the swamp and do stuff.
Ooh, you got another rupee.
Yep.
Now, when you reset time, does it reset your hearts and magic?
I think it refills them.
That's what I meant, yeah. By reset was refill them. That's convenient. And here we have the frantic day 3 music. Bah! I'm not gonna run, not me. You got that? I'm Rasmuto's apprentice. He's gonna run in, 6 minus 9 hours. Oh no, military time saved me. 18 minus 9. He's gonna run in 9 hours.
There you go.
So, irony. Yep. Oh, actually, one thing we could do this run through if we wanted to is we could check out the swordsman.
Yeah.
We can do that. All right. Are you planning to get? Is it 5,000 that you deposit to this guy to get the piece of heart?
I don't know. Probably not.
But no reason not to save your money.
Yep.
Oh, actually, you could do the postman's minigame. No, you have. I mean, you could talk to him really fast right now to see if he's being bravado. Aww! Oh, how adorable! Let me tug on your long ears. If you study the way of the sword here, you'll get your bunny dirty, so put it away. That was so funny. At some point, if you talk to him, he would say that if you want to go to the post office, though, you can do the... Never mind, wait until 3 o'clock or something. You have the hat now where you could do the mini game.
Yeah, that just gives you a piece of heart.
Yes.
Yeah, we might not
bother with that one.
It's wonky to actually be
you
successful.
you have to be very exactly 10 seconds kind of thing.
Yeah, there's some stuff with frames.
Yeah, that are awkward.
That like can make it.
Your timing for your trip to Woodfall is great. You better leave town as quickly as you can.
Sorry,
it's like the frame before and the frame after or something.
It can be something where like the frames just don't line up properly to.
Yeah. No, what I was saying with him, I mean after midnight, checking him out. The swordsman after midnight.
Well, it's still 10 in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if you were gonna move time ahead to 6.
Yeah, but I was gonna do it at the ranch itself.
Yeah, that makes sense. I meant as things to do before we go back to day 1.
Yeah.
Kind of makes the episode a little bit longer, right?
It's nice to check out some of these like side things because it's part of fleshing out the world and making there be more stuff there. It makes it more complete, more whole.
Yeah, so that's why I'm wanting to like catch some of the things that the characters are up to.
Yeah.
Because as you said, it makes it feel more real. And that's part of, I feel like, the fact that one of the really big things, because there's only 4 main dungeons, and there's like, a few like maybe mini dungeon kind of lead up things, but only 4 main dungeons. And so one of the big emphases in this game is the, getting the masks, right? And the Bomber's Notebook, which the Bomber's Notebook is about making people happy. So it's a lot of the focus in this game is about the characters.
Yeah.
So kind of seeing their stories. So you can see them. We can talk to them for a moment too. If they talk, I guess I don't. But if you go upstairs, oh, here it is. Our cows are all gone, but please enjoy yourself. If you go upstairs,
does she say anything?
I don't think she talks. But we can try. Yep, doesn't talk. I'm amazed they're able to, get her into the house to sit down, right? Probably kind of led her there. Haha, we found some people and a dog. Perhaps I was wrong, but he said so the morning of the ceremony. He'd come meet me in my room, and I promised him I would wait, but already it's too late, isn't it? Poor Anju. She of the hideous, hideous clothing choices. I've been a little harsh on Anju, but it's fine this way. Right now, surviving is the important thing. Now, she thinks that Cafe ran away to marry Cremia. And so I wonder if coming here makes her realize that, oh, I was wrong. So I've been unduly harsh on Anju because I was wrong. He didn't run away with her best friend.
Yeah.
But, it's too late to worry about that. We want to survive, so we need to run away and not try to figure out where Cafe is. Oh, Tortoise, you're late. Tomorrow is another early day, so good night. I'll read you a story tomorrow. You have to kind of wonder how much she's aware. I mean, you could try wearing the hat. Actually, try wearing Cafe's mask. See if she's got a different attitude or if she's still unpleasant masker about it. Yeah. Oh, she even stood up. Wow. Yeah, so she still thinks it's an unpleasant mask.
Yeah, it's for that wave you away animation.
Yeah. Oh, Dotor! So she says the same thing as well. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Wonder what Anju says, if she even notices. Yeah, she's just looking at her hands. She's not looking at what you're doing.
Yep.
So, all right.
Is there anything else to see here?
I don't think they have any diaries or anything now. So that's the main thing is just seeing what's going on with them.
Is it time to Song of Time then?
Well, unless you want to check out at midnight what the if you want to check really fast right now what the
Boy, that's huge.
It is really big. You can see it better from here than Clock Town because they got walls in the way, and it's also over top of you, whereas this is kind of to the side. So they're obviously hoping that it's going to destroy Clocktown, but not the surrounding areas.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually the case. If you actually watch the animation of it, I think it kind of destroys everything it's implied.
Yeah.
But I know that at some point, if you talk to the swordsman, he's like all full of bravado about how, I'm not scared. So I don't know if he's doing that now, but I know after midnight.
Do more people go to the ranch later on still?
No, I think it's just that obviously if you do the Cafe and Andrew story or if you do the Romani Ranch story, there are some differences because the attitudes, like, you know, the cows aren't missing or Andrew did not go with them, you know, evacuate with them. So there would be some changes. But those are the only ones we see there. The other people that we're told have abandoned the town, we don't actually see where they end up. We don't know where they go. So, like, the Muto's apprentices, we don't know where they are, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, they are, Anju and Cremia are best friends. So we, you know, kind of see that that's where they go. With their friends, and other people presumably are going to, you know, other places where their friends are or something. Except for these little bomber kids, they don't run away. Hey buddy, have you found any troubled people? If you do, add them to your notebook. Yes, we do remember how to use it. Oh right, the Bomber Secret Society of Justice Forever. Do you want to go inside and see if he's being bravado-y? I'm curious. Also, what does he say to Cafe's mask, I wonder? Anyway. Rumors are spreading, which suggest the moon is falling, but you can breathe easier as long as I am in town. Tonight, I shall cut the moon into pieces. If one does not have such skill, he cannot teach the way of the sword to others. If you wish to be as powerful as I am, then I shall teach you until nighttime. So, will you try it? No, thanks, we already did it. Is that so? Regrettable. Truly regrettable. Does he respond to Cafe's mask? I do not know that, child. Alright. He never leaves his, apparently Cafe doesn't know how to use a sword. He never got trained in that. I don't know if he has a reaction. Hey, that's not bad. That girl's mask is very beautiful. I'll lose my focus if I try to instruct you while you're wearing that. Leave it at home, or I could keep it for you.
Sure.
I'm not sure what to make of that one. Huh. Interesting to see you get different reactions, though. This is a training center for the sacred sword. Do not wear that mask and march around in here. If you wish to do that, go outside. Well, now you have to do it. We took over his music.
I like that we pull out the ocarina while doing this.
Yeah. Well, you're playing the music, apparently. Also, I didn't realize those were bumps on the ground where the logs come out of.
Oh.
What do you think of the Chimera's mask or the Blast mask? Oh, I want to know. This is hilarious. I didn't know he did this. Why that mask? Are you making fun of me? If you're making fun of me, be gone. This is hilarious. Okay, we have to try the Blast mask now. That's our last option, right?
Currently, yeah.
This is a training center for teaching the sacred sword. Why'd you wear that mask? I cannot allow such an evil weapon in here. Come back when you are ready.
That'd be really effective.
I mean, that's definitely not a sword, so... Wow, we just learned something new.
We're gonna need to show that guy more stuff.
Apparently. We're gonna have to come back and explore more. I'll make a note of this one, eh? Where's my paper? I wrote down all of the masks on a piece of paper with what the Happy Mask Salesman says about them, but I didn't say what this guy says about them. So, let's see. Try out masks for the swordsman.
It's one of those things, though, they put so much attention to detail.
Soon I will unite my spirit to cut the moon, so you must leave here. And then, so we come back at... Who's there? I'm focusing on my spirit now. If you need something, come back later, after midnight. So we have to wait an hour. What were you trying to say? Oh,
just, like, all of the attention to detail that they do with things like different people responding to different masks and stuff.
Yeah, that's really great. He's apparently really a big one for that one.
Fleshes stuff out in a really interesting sort of way.
Uh-huh.
And, like, it's not necessarily that much work as a developer to be like, if you're wearing this, then do this dialogue. If you're wearing this, then do this dialogue. Like, that's not that much overhead, per se. I mean, it adds up if you're doing that for literally everyone.
And they aren't doing it for everyone. Like, the bombers don't notice for a lot of the masks, for example.
Yeah, but doing that for him like that is, I think, really interesting.
That was really fun.
Yeah, it was.
All right, look, he's gone. What's his side say? I'll be on vacation for a short while. Please don't look for me. Ooh, we found pots. You have to go back. Get more money. Look at him shaking. Oh, his hair's even moving. His hair never moves.
I know.
I'm scared. I can't take it. I don't want to die. And just seeing that contrast where 5 minutes ago, I mean an hour ago in his time, but you know, he was like, I am going to cut down the moon, you know, and now he's like, now it's actually upon him. He's like, ah. I love that little Easter egg of that he's hiding back there.
Yeah.
Like some of those little details, it's really awesome. I really like it. All right, well, conveniently, we're already in West Clocktown. You haven't evacuated yet. You're amazing. Let's deposit 20 rupees.
Why are you worried about this at a time like this?
Yeah, you want to save your 20 rupees so that when the world ends, you still have money, huh? I can see this is considered a dark game because, like, everyone is thinking they're gonna die or that the world's gonna end or whatever, and is like talking about evacuating and, you know, all like it's for a kid. This is pretty dark, really, you know. All right, well, let's save everyone and go back 3 days.
Yeah.
And end the episode with it too, right?
Yeah.
I love this song. It's so pretty.
I wonder why they did the saving this way, rather than letting you just save any time.
I don't know.
Like, there's definitely got to be some underlying reasons for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know them offhand. I could speculate, but
I could see thematically it's kind of an interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
But logistically, I don't know why. Maybe it was easier because you have to have the like memory card or some extra special thing in order to play this game, right, on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, you needed the extension.
Expansion pack. That's it.
Yeah, expansion pack or whatever. It's basically like an improved graphics capability thing.
Yeah. So maybe they kind of wanted to have, you know, minimize like possible places you could save to make it easier in some way. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be a common theme right there of start the new cycle in slow time. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. So thank you all very much for watching.
Yes.
Yeah, and until next time, everyone, take care and goodbye.
Bye-bye.